What's up, people? A Missouri man will stand trial for shooting and wounding a teenager for mistakenly coming to his house. I'm Chibuzo Wachuku. I'd appreciate you liking this video and subscribing to my channel. The Clay County judge, Lewis Engels, ruled that Andrew Lester will have to stand trial for shooting a teenager who came to the wrong house, his house. The ruling was made after witnesses, including the victim, Ralph Yarl, testified during a preliminary hearing. Yarl was asked by his mother to pick his twin siblings at a friend's place. He mistakenly went to the home of Lester. After he pressed the doorbell, Lester shot through the door without saying anything. It was after shooting him that he told him not to come there anymore. Yarl got up and tried to get to neighbors for help, but then stumbled and yelled that he was shot. I covered this incident before, and there are several similar incidents to this. The victims of some of them died. I covered some of such incidents as well. Yarl, despite still recovering from the traumatic brain injury, was able to complete an engineering internship this summer and is back in school for his senior year in high school, during which he will visit colleges before deciding which one he plans to attend. He's hoping to major in engineering in college. I'll roll the clips now.
Ruled an 84-year-old white homeowner will stand trial for shooting a black teenager who mistakenly went to the wrong house to pick up his siblings back in April. Today was the preliminary hearing for Andrew Lester. He's charged with first-degree assault and armed criminal action for shooting Ralph Yarl in the head and arm after that teenager rang the doorbell. Lester claimed he thought Yarl was there to rob him. KSHB 41 News reporter Alyssa Jackson was in the courtroom to hear the testimony today and the judge's ruling. So, Alyssa, fill us in. What did you learn?
Well, Caitlin, we went through 12 witnesses today, but the last one that everyone was waiting to hear from was Ralph Yarl. He got up there and he told us that he is doing better than he was doing 4 months ago. We know that, especially after talking to his family about him starting school this month and about his aspirations to head to college and pursue engineering. But one thing that we pulled from his testimony today that we haven't really heard before is that on the night that he says that he went to Andrew Lester's home by mistake trying to pick up his siblings, he had no phone. He had no GPS, only an address given to him by his mom, so he mixed up the street names, even though he doesn't live that far away. Now, during his testimony, he had to recount all of the events that night. We know that his mom said that she gave him the address to pick up his siblings, but we also know that very few, if any, words were exchanged that night between Ralph and Andrew Lester. Ralph claims either before or after Lester pulled the trigger, he said, quote, "Don't come here ever again." This is a moment Ralph's family told us he has been preparing for, getting up on the stand, and his aunt told us afterwards how she thinks he did.
He did amazing. He did so good. He did a lot better than I would have done, because I was sitting back there throwing punches in the air, and he was there so well composed, answering those questions like he should have, and he spoke his truth.
Ralph did take an intense questioning from the defense today. While he was up there, the defense was trying to point out some inconsistencies in the statements that he gave from police about whether he pulled on the storm door, whether he touched the storm door, and also about whether or not Lester shot him while he was up twice or shot him when he was up and when he was down on the ground. So even though Ralph admitted that there were some inconsistencies, he said that's because one of the statements was after he had brain surgery and was under anesthesia. But today, when he was on the stand, he says he was telling the truth. Live at the Clay County Courthouse, Alyssa Jackson, KSHB 41 News.
the ruling is some relief. I understand that people get scared about people coming to their homes by accident. And such shootings happen due to that, especially at nights. They may be scared, but just going to the wrong place, hitting the wrong thing or whatever, is not an excuse to shoot someone. Like driving to the wrong home, coming to the wrong car, throwing the ball accidentally into someone else's yard. Just pressing the doorbell does not justify shooting. This did not put Lester's life in danger. That was not the right way to handle such a thing. I am glad that Lester will be tried. I hope that Yarl gets a speedy recovery. I hope he recovers soon. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.